Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. A little bit away from River State. Let's go straight to Imo State to hear what is happening there. Now, some few days ago, or call it a few hours ago, something very inimical happened in Imo State where some, gunmen, or call them UGM, went about taking out reasonable number of persons, which has been condemned widely by Nigerians. We came up also to condemn it, throwing the blame at the leadership at the top, because unfortunately or fortunately, these are some of the key responsibilities of the government, but they seems to be turning deaf ears to it. But however, the governor of Imo State has urged local government chairmen and councillors to step down if they are unable to reside in their respective areas. Now, unfortunately, these so-called include respective areas is where the war is on, is where the trouble is on, is where the insecurity is on. Who's ready to lose his life? At the same time, the brouhaha that happened that led to the loss of lives, most fingers are pointing at IPOB, that they are the ones that are behind this. And don't forget that right now the case of Nnamdi Kanu, who is known to be the IPOB leader, is in court. So the whole thing is causing so much trouble for both IPOB, both Imo State, and even the standpoint of Uzodinma has been questioned by many. Because if there is insecurity in those areas, why didn't you expect those guys to be there? But first of all, let me give you full details of what Uzodinma said in a statement. The statement was made during a stakeholder meeting at Imo State Traditional Rulers Council Secretariat in Mbari, Owerri on Monday, which was May 12th. It was reported that Governor Uzodinma emphasized that effective administration of rural areas required local government leaders to remain within their jurisdiction while fulfilling their constitutional responsibility. He has stated that if local government chairmen and councillors stays in their community and maintain regular contact with residents, issues of insecurity could be significantly reduced. The governor clarified that the meeting was not politically motivated, but rather an opportunity for dialogue with the stakeholders and leaders of the 656 autonomous communities in the state, aimed at implementing decisive actions to address insecurity and improve healthcare services in rural areas. He concluded by stating that there are times when citizens must unite to make courageous decisions for their collective benefit. The governor further emphasized the importance of local government administration being managed at the local government rather than from urban centers, asserting that effective governance relies on social mobilization. He urged collaboration among local government councils and all governmental stakeholders to advocate to advance the state. During the event, he announced the formation of Local Government Implementation Committee tasked with ensuring the effective execution of resolution in key areas such as security, education, health, and youth empowerment. He called on traditional leaders and community heads to fulfill their roles and prevent their community from being compromised by criminal elements. Additionally, Uzodinma revealed plans to establish healthcare centers in community and a general hospital in each local government area to enhance healthcare access, urging the leaders to promote enrollment in the ongoing social health insurance scheme. Now, he is saying all of this, as much as this is interesting, to hear. Don't forget that, the insecurity has not ended as expected. Every day in South is so much to battle with. But first of all, fingers are pointed at IPOB that they are behind it. And this is not just coming from normal individuals, it's coming from Amnesty International, and they are fingering IPOB that they are actually the ones that are behind this act. The big question is, how did they know that it is actually IPOB? Ejiofor, who is one of the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu, has stepped in to reply Amnesty International. And according to the news, the Council to Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Ejiofor, has condemned the killing of individuals in Okigwe, Imo State by armed criminals. Ejiofor, however, faulted Amnesty International attribution of the act to IPOB. He expressed worry that Amnesty International did not wait for the security report on the killing before accusing IPOB. Reports have it that Ejiofor stated this in a statement on Monday. He stressed that the group report did not align with the expected standard of a globally respected human rights organization. IPOB lawyer called for a thorough investigation into the killing to ensure the victims get deserved justice and the perpetrators are brought to book. In his words, and I already said, in the light of recent hasty statement issued by Amnesty International Nigeria on the Okigwe killings, it is imperative to underscore the need for a thorough, impartial, and evidence-based investigation. The quick attribution of the killings to IPOB without exhaustive verification raises serious concern about the integrity and neutrality of the report. This approach does not align with the expected standard of a globally respected human rights organization. It must be unequivocally stated that no individual authority, regardless of their constitutional powers, is permitted to take another's life outside the due process enshrined in Section 33 of 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. The sanctity of human life must remain inviolable. I therefore strongly condemn the taking out of innocent travelers by yet to be identified heartless perpetrators beast in human form who have lost every connection to humanity. I called on Nigerian security agencies to promptly and meticulously investigate these heinous crimes and ensure that those responsible are identified, apprehended, and prosecuted according to the law. Security agencies should stop paying lip service as they often do and actually conduct a thorough investigation into this dastardly and wanton act. It is imperative that national and international stakeholders demand a credible, unbiased, and fact-driven investigation into the Okigwe's killing. The loss of innocent life must not be politicized or sensationalized. Justice must not only be done, but must be seen to be done, both to honor the victims and to safeguard the rule of law in our democracy. Only the truth, firmly established through rigorous investigation, can pave the path to justice and lasting peace. Now, that was a standpoint lambasting Amnesty International in that swift and quick attribution of that Okigwe dastardly act to IPOB. But the big question is, what is the what is the government of the day doing to salvage SEast from the hands of these criminals whose faces has remained unknown till now? As much as, these guys are pushing for a government of their own, or pushing for a country of their own, I still believe that until proven otherwise, it is wrong for anybody to take a position and finger them over any event, negative events that happen in the state. Now, look at this issue of, Fulani herdsmen and all of that. When they took over the Southeast, trying to control, talking about ESN, we saw that sudden change in, security architecture of the Southeast. There were no cases like this, but all of a sudden, some of them have been fighting against them, and they seem to have opt out. And look at what is going on. We can't even tell who is behind this. However, let's put our fingers crossed and watch if the security agencies will do the needful by conducting at least a fact-driven investigation to identify those who are behind this disaster.